Hey, welcome to Everyday Car Guy, and today we're looking at a Hyundai Ioniq 6. Wow, this car looks like the future to me. This is going after the Tesla Model 3, and I own a Tesla Model 3, so it was really fun to drive this car. My son just bought it. I'm going to bring him out here in a minute, but the car is very sleek, has inset door handles. When you turn off the car, the mirrors cut in. Has this very sleek front end that comes down, has a camera up front, camera up top, has cameras in the mirrors and cameras in the back, cameras all around. Fantastic. Car rides really well. Downside, this car really doesn't have a frunk up here. From the inside, it's really quite large. The back seat is very big. And I just love the little sleekness of it. I love the headlights. I love this front end over here. It's got sensors all around. The wheels are very cool. It's got a double spoiler like the whale tail of an old Porsche. And it's really slick the way the back end is with all these small lights. It is just an awesome looking car. It's really fantastic. I want to show you just how big the interior is. This thing is just like a rolling computer. I gotta tell you, I am so blown away by this car. So let's take a quick look at the inside. So as you walk up to the car, you can see the mirrors come out and the doors pop open. Let's take a quick look at the back seat. You get in here and wow. You sit back and you have, now this seat is way back for me, and I'm almost 6 feet tall, so it's really good. I got tons of leg room, but look how much space is down here. You have chargers right here, air conditioning. The seats are a faux leather, but it's really nice. I love the design here, your windows here, your speaker here, and you have your cup holder right in here. Very comfortable, very comfortable. Even the design of the back of the headrest, I think, is cool. Let's take a look at the front seat. Now in the front seat, wow, this is a lot of room. Matter of fact, this seat moves back when you open the door and moves back into your position. You have a start button right here. Engages the car and it turns everything on. Wow, what a beautiful front end here. It has lots of buttons here. Your window buttons are here. Your lock buttons are here. The dashboard is beautiful. I love the trim here. It's really pretty. The front seats are heated and cooled. The texture is really nice. I love the design here. You have a very big tray down here and you have trays over here for stuff. You have speakers in the door. You have speakers on the sill. This car is really nice. I really like it. Maybe we should take it out for a spin, but before we do, let's take a look at the back trunk. So checking out the back end, you can see the double spoiler. I love these taillights. It's very cool. You have a backup camera here. You have sensors down here. And to open it, there's a button right here. Press the button. Lifts up automatically. Now, here's my only complaint about the car. This space is a little tight for putting suitcases in. And if you have this little pouch here, it gets a little bit difficult. But you could very easily just pop the pouch off and put it down. And you just pouch it back on. The seats do fold down 60-40. And the trunk is pretty deep. Come take a look here. It's pretty deep back here. So the trunk isn't as big as the Tesla trunk, but it's adequate for what you're doing. Here's the thing I like. You can close it and lock it. So let's say you're taking your suitcases away. You just hit that button and it closes and locks the car. Cool. I'm gonna bring my son out here. This is his car and let's hear why he bought it. Hey Kev, can you come out here and tell me what made you want this car so badly? What turned you on?
I always knew I wanted an electric car. I was really interested in the newer car market and I really fell in love with the Ioniq 6's look. It's got the front of like, I would say a throwback to an EV2, the back of a Porsche Boxster, and the range is really great. 310 on full charge. I've gotten it to about 320 if you drive it right. And it takes CCS1 charging, which means if you find the right station, this thing could charge from 10% to 80 in about 18 minutes.
to 80%, which is going to take you, what, 250 miles someplace.
Exactly.
That's
so
cool.
it's a little bit longer than going to a gas station.
What was this? I saw these pop open while you were driving.
So when you drive, this and the Ioniq 5 have this option, this feature that these little flaps pop open to cool the battery while you're driving to extend your range, to create an even more aerodynamic design.
That is so cool. I love this front end. I love the headlights. I love this, your running lights and turn indicators. I also love your taillights. This car is so cool. I see you have indicators on the side. I love the way the door handles pop out. Unfortunately, I'm not crazy about the Tesla Model 3. These are much cooler. Why don't we take it out for a ride? Would you mind taking it drive?
Absolutely.
Okay. Wow, this is so sleek inside. Well, let's give this Ioniq 6 a run for its money. What do we got here?
Let's go. So what do you want to know about the car?
Well, let's go over all the gadgets that are on your steering wheel.
So when I first got the thing, I thought it was a little too much. There's honestly a lot of buttons that I thought were superfluous, but honestly, I use each one of them every day.
Really?
Yeah. So it's pretty standard to what you'll find in many other cars, especially if it's a Hyundai. You know, you have your talk button, you have your hang up button, but then you also have your cruise control, your highway driving assist control here on the steering wheel too. Makes it easier, car distance, lane keeping assist, as well as turning on and off cruise control.
You have two big screens here. This looks like it's showing you a GPS. It's also showing you're at 74%. And then this one's telling you your mileage. You have 234 miles left. And then it's showing that your car's tracking. What is this blue thing? Is that when you step on the brake?
That's, if you can see, when I lift up on the gas, it goes to the regenerative charging.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so overall, you have a lot of spaces to be able to see your information. Not only do you have a digital information cluster that's right behind the steering wheel, but also you have your media center. And on the limited version, which is the trim that I have on this car, is you have a heads-up display. So if I'm driving around and I'm somewhere I'm not familiar with and I don't know what the speed limit is, it's always right here in front of me, right next to my actual speed.
So it looks like your air conditioning information is pretty standard.
So the Ioniq line of cars is inherently supposed to have a bit of a retro look to it. If you notice, the taillights are all broken up into pixels. If you look at the Ioniq 5, which is the older brother of this car, which is a crossover electric vehicle, which was the first of the Ioniq line, everything in it is 8-bit pixels, all that. Like, that is the style of the car. If you look at what Hyundai's doing recently, they're trying to do 80s, 70s throwbacks with a lot of their electric line. One of them that's really cool that's coming out is the N74 from Hyundai.
I haven't even heard of that.
It is it's supposed to be a 1974 throwback. Very classic, very little boxy, but in a really nice way. So it's a concept car they have going right now, but they want it to be sort of the sports car of the Ioniq line.
One of the things I like about this car versus, because I'm going to compare this car to the Tesla Model 3 a lot.
Do it, yeah, that was the point of this car.
It's a similar size. It feels like your back seat's a little bit bigger, but I think your trunk is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
The thing I do like about it is, like, for example, you have a volume control and you have buttons right here, which are actual physical buttons, where everything on the Model 3 is all on its touchscreen. The other thing I like about your car versus the Model 3 is you have all this information right in front of you. As you know, I love the heads-up display. The heads-up display means a lot to me. You don't take your eyes off the road. That's important. But there is something what is that?
What is what?
That round button over there.
Oh, this is the drive mode. So a big thing of the Ioniq 6 is they were trying to make it like it's a sportier version of the Ioniq 5. So very quickly, the idea is you could switch through drive modes. There's 3 drive modes on this. It's Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco is what I usually stay in. It just means that you have the best battery efficiency. Normal means that, hey, if you're used to gas cars, it's going to drive like a gasoline vehicle. It's going to feel like it. It's going to pick up like one. Sure, you have the torque when you start off and you don't change gears ever, but it's going to feel most like you're driving a regular Hyundai vehicle. And then Sport is if you need to pass someone on the freeway really quick, you go into sport mode and this thing just takes off. But I can change it over to sport mode right now.
Just like that.
And we'll see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this thing takes off.
I love on the screen it shows you how you're sucking up the power.
Yeah, it's like, uh-oh, and there it goes. So you can see when I go into sport mode, the range decreases. For me, I go on eco because that's what I got the thing for. I want it to be my plug-in car. It's like, it's my day car. I go to work in this thing, but we also just did a little bit of a road trip to another town here in Florida to do something that was about an hour and a half away, and I was able to go back and forth on that and still have enough charge to tool around town in the evening.
So I see that are you doing one-touch driving, so this car brakes when you let go of the gas?
Yeah, and how you activate that is with these paddle shifters. So when I first test drove the car, I saw the paddle shifters. I was like, what are these, for show? I started messing with them. They actually adjust the regenerative brake factor. So if I go all the way in one direction down to 0, that means there's no regen brakes on. The thing will coast for forever. Honestly, with how heavy this car is, you get it going just a little bit and you have no regenerative brakes, it'll just keep going. But I usually have it set to max, which is level 4. And that means that I do 1 foot driving. And it takes a little while to get used to, but once you do, honestly, the range is incredible on the 1 foot driving with the full regenerative brakes in eco mode. On Hyundai's website, they will say that the Ioniq 6 gets about 310 to a full charge. I'll be honest with you, with the way I drive it, I gave it a 90% charge yesterday because we were going kind of far and I wanted to make sure we had some extra juice. And even at 90%, it started off the day with a 310 range. So if I brought it to 100,
but
probably
what
be
happens
closer.
when you turn on that air conditioner?
It went down to like 301. But
oh, really? That's still pretty good.
But it's in the middle of Florida in the summer. It's like 100 degrees outside with humidity. I'm not going to not drive with AC. Now in the spring or the fall, I'm sure the range is going to be a lot better because of that.
So I'm also looking at your dashboard. What does it say over there? iPedal?
iPedal?
Or is that one pedal?
No, it's iPedal, but that's their one pedal drive.
Uh-huh.
That's what they call it when you're in one pedal drive. Yeah, there's a lot of...
I love that you put your blinker on. Put your blinker on again.
Yeah,
and
the camera shows up.
Camera. I love that feature in the Hyundais. I think it shows your blind spot out the window, so you're not having to look back over your shoulder all the time.
Realistically, the thing I love probably most about this car is the highway driving assist. I test drove 2 of these, including this one that I bought. The first one I drove, I remember sitting in it, was between this the Model 3 and the Model Y. Those were my favorites of the cars right now. I had also driven the Mach-E, the Kia EV6, the Ioniq 5 as well. I was trying to go for vehicles that were in that range of size and range and battery range. And I remember sitting in this one. It was one of the first ones that I test drove, and I thought, this is it. This is my car. It felt right the first time I drove it, and I think it was because it has a lot of nice features, but it's also kind of sporty. And that's what I really liked about it.
I have to tell you, from the passenger seat, it rides fantastic. I love the design of the car. I think it's got a lot of nice little design features that just make it look almost like you're flying a science fiction spaceship. It really is. It is your style. There's no doubt about that.
They definitely took a lot of 1980s sci-fi inspiration for the entire Ioniq line.
Well, this car feels, the look definitely feels like it has a good airflow to it.
It's actually one of the most aerodynamic cars on the market right now, and yet again, it's because Hyundai was trying to push the range.
So what was that when you did something, this lights changed on the steering
That's changing the drive mode.
Okay.
So the lights will change to different colors based on your drive mode. Every Hyundai vehicle has the Hyundai H on here.
Right.
But the Ioniq, everything is pixels. So this is actually pop, 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 Morse code for H.
So I noticed the other day you hooked up Apple CarPlay. How does that hook up into the car?
It's only wired. Weirdly enough, the Ioniq 5 does wireless CarPlay, which I would have loved for this vehicle. I'm hoping that maybe one day there's going to be a software update that allows for that to happen, because I really would love wireless CarPlay. But right as of now, it only does wired CarPlay.
You mind if I drive it and see how it feels?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you want to switch it up?
Yeah.
So to go into drive, you twist.
Okay, so it's not like the Tesla where you push down and up, you're twisting. So it's park, twist up is drive, and down is reverse.
Yep. Put your foot on the brake, twist, you're in drive now.
That's it, huh?
Yep.
Wow, the steering is very light.
Yeah, it rides really smooth. So when it starts you off after you've parked, it automatically puts you into level 3 regeneration.
So
if you want 1 foot driving, you need to tap the pedal on your steering wheel on your left. So now you're in 1 pedal driving. That is one of the things I don't like about it, is that it forces you automatically, like when you start driving into level 3. I wish I could, somewhere in the settings, put, hey, default at one pedal driving when I start the car, so I don't have to keep doing this.
You do have to get used to the one pedal driving, but it drives really nice, very smooth.
Isn't your Tesla one pedal drive?
It is. It's the king of one pedal.
Oh, it is.
But yours is a little bit different, a little bit touchier.
Of course.
I'm going to just punch it a little bit, even though we're in eco mode.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Very quick. Yeah.
In eco mode, it's very quick. So when your car goes slow, like when you're driving in a neighborhood like below 20 miles an hour, does it make any noise?
Do you hear it? It is making the noise.
Okay, I thought I heard it.
It's like I really like the sound it makes. It's like a weird magical whirring.
Yeah, it's a whirring.
Yeah.
I know the Tesla does that now, but mine's so old, it's 7 years old.
Oh, it doesn't?
That it doesn't make any noise. We're just going to test out the autopilot in the Hyundai Ioniq 6.
So you can already turn it on.
How do I do that?
Top left, it's a cruise control button.
This button here?
Yep.
I'm
So
loving the dashboard and everything I see.
I love that there's all these fun things, like when I go to park, you can probably see it on this camera, right?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and you can see it's a 3D model
Oh my goodness.
made from all the cameras around the vehicle. So you can see virtually all
And it
sides.
also shows you where you are with the lanes. Does
Yeah.
this car have auto parking?
It does, and even has
Does it
auto
have
parking.
pack smat? Does it have the pack smat so we can pack up in Boston?
What are you talking? Oh yeah! Oh my God, the stupid thing. No, so it does. It's crazy. So you can actually have it that does parallel parking and I don't know what you call it, non-parallel parking outside of the car. So I could roll up to a parking spot. Let's say I'm in a parking garage and the spots are really freaking tight. I've got family of 4 in the car. I would hold down this parking button, and just like in the Tesla, as you drive by, it'll notice where there are open spots. You on the touchscreen select the open spot you want to get into, and then you select that I'd like for you to park while I'm outside the vehicle. Get outside the car, and there's a button on your keys that you hold down, and the car will start to do a multi-point turn to back into the spot while you're out of it.
That's pretty amazing.
It's pretty cool.
I got to tell you, this car already feels like it's a Tesla Model 3 on the hunt.
They're trying to be the Tesla Model 3 competitor. I think after Tesla came onto the market with the Model 3 and the Model Y, which are incredibly successful vehicles, the other electric car companies, or companies that produce electric cars, have been trying to produce competition. So for Hyundai, their competition with the 3 and the Y are the Ioniq 6 and the Ioniq 5, respectively. And then, of course, they just came out with an Ioniq 9, which is their SUV, which is competition for the Model X. So everyone's trying to keep up with Tesla at this point.
And price-wise, I know you bought this car slightly used, but let's talk brand new versus brand new.
This is a 2025 model limited trim, which is the highest level trim you can get for the vehicle. MSRP when I bought it was $52,000.
So I set it. What's the speed limit?
You just set it.
Here?
You have it 69.
Okay.
You have it 69, so you see on the
Is
top.
it set? Is it just cruise control?
It's adaptive cruise control, and you can see the amount of car spaces in front of
So
you.
will it hold the lane is what I want to know.
Yeah, after this exit lane passes, if you go ahead and let the steering wheel go, it'll just do it for you.
So at this point I can let the steering go and I can see
And
the
nothing on the brake
lines
pedal.
here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's holding. I see this is indicating here and here.
Mm-hmm.
Then it has 2 arrows, so that's the whole thing holding the line. So it's holding the lines pretty good here.
Yeah, and if you want to change lanes, what you do is just tap the lane, the stalk. No, you don't do
too
that.
much.
Yep, you don't go all the way, you just give it a little tap.
Quick tap,
Yep,
changes lanes.
it's going to ask for your input really quick. Just grab
Do
the
that.
steering wheel.
I did.
You don't even need to turn it that much, just sort of
Oh.
like give it a squeeze.
Wow.
Yeah, and then do it again. There you go.
Wow.
And
that
now
is
we're
very
exiting
nice.
right here.
That autopilot is as good as my Tesla Model 3 highway entrance to highway exit autopilot.
This car does stop and go traffic amazingly. If you are going at 0.5 miles per hour, you can activate smart cruise control on the freeway.
So right now it also has auto hold because we're at a traffic light that's red and I don't have any foot on the brake. It's auto holding, so that's already set up.
Yeah, and it also knows the difference between being on the highway and being on regular city streets. There's also an indicator that when a car starts to drive away, it'll tell you, hey, the
Wake
car in
up.
front of you has started to leave, and it'll give you a little beep. So that's helpful.
I am very impressed with how this car drives. It's time for Everyday Car Guy's report card. As for comfort, the Hyundai Ioniq 6's interior is quite beautiful. This was the limited version, their most expensive, but wow. The quality and fit and finish and design were all stunning. The ride was very soft and there's a ton of legroom in the front and the back seat. From the driver's seat, I felt like I was sitting in the cockpit of a futuristic spacecraft. So for comfort, I'm rating the Hyundai Ioniq 6 an A+. Now for performance. I always rate the cars on everyday use, and 0 to 60 is the most important performance element since we all need to get onto highways. The Ioniq 6, being an electric car, has great torque. It's rated to do 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds in sport mode. Not as fast as the Tesla Model 3, but plenty fast enough to get onto any highway. It handles really well too with a low center of gravity. So for performance, I'm rating the Ioniq 6 an A. For economy, the Ioniq 6 with its rear-wheel drive and large battery gets around 320 miles on a full charge. Hyundai claims it can get up to 342 miles with their Aero wheels. I always felt that if you have a range over 300 miles, that helps with range anxiety. Now you can get an NACS adapter so you can charge at select Tesla superchargers, making it even more convenient to charge up. So for economy, I'm rating the Hyundai Ioniq 6 an A. Let's talk about design. This is where I think the Ioniq 6 shines. The interior design is futuristic and its tech is top-notch. On the outside, the Ioniq 6 looks like it's out of a science fiction movie. My only disappointment is the trunk. The opening is small and there's not a lot of space compared to a Tesla Model 3. In my opinion, the Hyundai Ioniq 6 is the first car to give the Tesla Model 3 a real run for its money. They both have great battery range and sit for adults quite comfortably. I think the Hyundai also rides a bit better than the Model 3. But overall, Hyundai's design team hit this one out of the park. So for design, let's give the Ioniq 6 an A. For value, the Ioniq 6 starts around $44,000. The Limited is around $53,000, which is actually a little bit more than the Tesla Model 3. It's a bit pricey, and you need to decide and compare if the price of gas where you live and the cost of maintenance for electric cars compared to internal combustion engines is worth the hefty price tag. Both the Ioniq 6 and the Tesla Model 3 are comparable in range and size. Where they differ is interior style. If you like a more minimalistic design, then that's the Tesla. If you like a more upscale with loads of bells and whistles, then you might lean towards the Hyundai. They're both great cars, and Hyundai dealers will sometimes be negotiable where Tesla is not. I would say drive them both and see what fits your style. But for value, I would rate the Hyundai Ioniq 6 a B+. So my overall grade for the Hyundai Ioniq 6 has a combined score of an A. Hey, thanks for watching Everyday Car Guy. Thanks to my son Kevin, who just got this car and this new Ioniq 6. If you like this show, hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, drive carefully.